to everybody who brave in the rain, who out there. We have a beautiful one this morning, right? And we learn to appreciate everything. We appreciate the sun, we appreciate the rain. I don't know about the Sahara dust yet. That's the only one I ain't really so keen on. But we still appreciate it. We appreciate the opportunity of life. We give thanks and praise to the Almighty Creator for the opportunity to be here this morning. Right? We give thanks and praise to the Creator for this morning with 91.9 FM. This morning on the street, where we can hear the voices of the street, where we could hear the voices of love, of reason, of sense and sensibility, so to speak. Right? This beautiful Friday morning. Today's particularly special for myself and many other Muslims, and for Trinidad and Tobago, because we like that, right? We blessed like that. We appreciate each other, our religions and our cultures, and therefore, collectively, even though today is not a public holiday, collectively we celebrate this Eid al-Adha, this important celebration of sacrifice, the sacrifice of Abraham, his willingness to give that which belongs to God back to God, to do things that might be real challenging, but because of his faith. And it wasn't just a test for him, it was also a test for his son, Ishmael. You know, that test. Right? We ain't have to go too deep in it, but we have to deeply understand the concepts that are necessary and beneficial to our lives. And sacrifice is one of the most essential, important concepts that we have to. This one is not a we could or we should. This one is a have to understand and also implement in order to be successful. Even success in just like this normal life of materialism rubbish where people just be running down, even to do that, you need to sacrifice. You need to be disciplined. You have to learn to leave some things alone. Right? Even in that sense, far more in the greater aspect of life, which is our performance at good, our obedience to the Almighty Creator, we have to sacrifice. You know, so that is what encapsulates our celebration today. We don't have any celebration where we don't have some level of sacrifice incorporated in it. So the previous Eid, which plenty people are accustomed to, Eid al-Fitr, you know, we would sacrifice the food and our water, any food or drink, sacrifice some of our bad ways as well, because we have to act a certain way while we fasting, and fast for that month. And then after making that sacrifice, well, we celebrate. Right? Likewise, of course, for this Eid, this celebration, you know, which is one that is very, very important to us. We call it the greater Eid, so to speak, as well. I don't know, maybe we could make advancements to the administration now, the government, to see if we can get this as a holiday, or if we could at least facilitate Muslims. I think, obviously, many workplaces in Trinidad and Tobago facilitate Muslims today. you know, respect and big up to you all as well. The employers who understand and who, you know, appreciate on a regular Friday as well, because it's like a double blessing. You know, that's our day of congregational prayer. There are so many employers again who say, you know, all right, I just left word, do a letter from the mosque, wherever, saying that you could come and wherever, that you need to go to mosque and wherever, and, you know, you could take your little time off. You could take your little time off. Sometimes it is within the lunch period, and, you know, it might take a little 20 minutes to reach back. But for a believing person, for someone who truly worships the Almighty, you will get much more out of them. Not just out of them. I'm going to phrase it better, right? That sounds capitalist. That sounds like crass capitalism. You will get much more from them, with them, working, than somebody who just really not on God and just on the self and greed and wherever the world. And I don't know, sometimes you think the world is run by the devil, right? Wherever the devil throw you this way or throw you that way, or so let us continue as we do with the love and the respect and the understanding that we have in Trinidad and Tobago. Eid Mubarak, Eid blessings to everyone. Eid blessings, right? And well, prayer for the Kwame Ture Center, where I serve and Dr. David Mohammed also serves. We start our prayer at 8 o'clock, so I'll even all a little early, right? And it'll be streamed live on Facebook as well, so you can look for it. And, you know, try to understand, because we'll just explain more into what this celebration is about. We are one people if we worship one Creator, one Most High as well. We one people no matter what, right? Don't study the color of my skin, but underneath this is something flowing that is red. We all have the same makeup and the way that we do things, etc. Things that we are subjected to as creatures. We human, right? We are human, and we love and we respect each other, and we know each other, and in knowledge we have a greater understanding of each other, right? So I just wanted to start off the day with that, right? And we start off the day with a contributor, always. Morning, my brother.
Good morning, my brother and to your listeners. I just called to tell the Prime Minister thanks, boy. Thanks for trying something as it relates to this school violence, because I really don't know how I would have dealt with some of these things I watching on TV and the social media, you know. I really want to tell her thanks. These children have been overdoing it. And as I continue to say, some of these parents apparently they don't care about the direction that the children are going. So I don't know. I don't know how some people could watch what's going on, and then it's a normal day in the house with them and the children. But if I see my children, I'd break me in the tail. So thanks, Miss Bishetta. Thanks very much. You're going good, ma'am.
Yeah, man. Thanks a lot for your contribution as well.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so good morning again to Trinidad and Tobago. Blessings. We have some serious issues to deal with, right? We have some serious issues that we have created over time. And what you put in is where you get out. And obviously, we need immediate interventions. And of course, our Prime Minister is responsive to that and understanding to it. So she has put some immediate interventions in place. But for sure, because I'm a kind of a longer term kind of person now, right? At the age of 40, I'm not just thinking about now solutions, not just now solutions, but now things to counteract. But I'm also thinking of, how to prepare a society as well, how to reshape a society in a positive way. Yeah, but, I want to share your sentiments as well. We're grateful for the leadership and the direction. The process after a student acts in such a manner is important for us to understand. And we're working on it. I just want to leave it at that. We're working on it. Because you do something wrong, right? As a young person, you do something wrong, but it's the process now in which we ensure that that is not done again. We punish as an example, but we also rehabilitate, because violence ain't start in the school, Whatever you see, whatever you see being acted out in the schools, be sure they learn it somewhere else. Whatever all you see a child doing, no, they didn't pop it out of the air, No, it's some adult and the wider society which has set that example and taught them. See, everybody like to place blame and whatever, and that's why I love Irfan Al's song, I am responsible. You listening this morning, you are also responsible. Positively or negatively for what? But we all responsible. And we have created in Trinidad and Tobago, and we have allowed a culture of violence. It's real rough, I don't even know if I want to take all it down deep into this thing. I don't know if I want to let her grab all his scuba gear, or they might be frightened to go under and really understand this thing. Plenty people like to run on the surface, because down there deep in the bowels, the deep dark ocean of our society is our demons, All your demons, my demons, down there, that is where you have to confront and look at. I don't know how many of us willing to face our own demons. What we didn't do as well, or what we did, or what we perpetuated. I'm just saying, But the best of those who make mistakes, the best of those who do wrong are the ones who repent and ask for that forgiveness and change course. It is not enough. It is not enough to just say, God boy, forgive me, dear boy. You also need to change course. The dreadest, biggest, hugest word. Right, my daughters and them spell onomatopoeia and all kind of thing. We laughing, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, right? Big words which spell it wherever. You see, change, that one is a big word. You see, responsibility. My father used to say, there's a tea nobody want to drink. Responsibility. Nobody want to drink that tea. Nobody want to say, yeah boy, I contributed to this. Let me change. I am sorry, Trinidad and Tobago. But underlying in our society are some serious issues. And we remember Rashotia's beautiful calypso. Beautiful, beautiful calypso. Right? We pushed the creator out. We didn't want the name in we mouth. So now we reaping the fruits. We reaping the fruits of what we sow. Trinidad is a violent society. The world is economically violent. You know, we had little discussions yesterday about geopolitics and Trump, and of course we have some little small issues with our neighbor Venezuela, and you know, it's just been playing out in the national sphere. And we condemn and chastise a past leader who was violent. You know, kind of violent towards us. Who was harsh. Who was kind of bullying. Yeah? But then we look globally and it have a leader who think he's the world leader, and the man bullying people too. I just being real, you know. And you look at global affairs and you look at, and whoever have more guns and weapons just taking advantage of other people. Whoever have economic strength and control over banking and shipping and whatever, just taking advantage of everybody else and letting people know get down or lay down. And we being real? It's a gangster world we live in. I just wonder sometimes, not so? Get down or lay down. Let me be real, oh gosh, I'm telling you. They don't know, there's not that type of program, you know. But this is the right type of program. 91.9 FM, Monday to Friday. That's the world we see going on in Palestine up to today. Just bomb and decimate our people. Just kill as many as you could. Drop some food and then shoot some of them. Teddy bear on the tank. The tank was be projected out. The gun. A teddy bear of some Palestinian child hang on to it, looking like if he's shooting it now. And I kicks for them. Kicks. Little children, their eyes bright under rubble. If you can't get them out, they're going to just starve and die there. Tens of thousands dead. Thousands unaccounted for because they're just underneath rubble. You just drop bombs and you just destroy and kill and whoever dead. So, let me just be real now. Let me be real when we see the violence and understand there's a context to it. Because the world right now is not peace and love and rainbows and lilies, and it ain't really. I mean, we try. Our society is violent. It is economically violent. It is physically violent. There's a lack of care and compassion and love for others. Who's stronger take advantage of who weaker. We come together in a group, in a gang, and it's all types of gangs, not just school children coming together, not just people on the block coming together, to have other people who come together for criminal enterprise, to fool others, to benefit themselves, to do all kind of things. Big boys, it's our cartels, business cartels, who want to monopolize and squeeze out every small man. We live in a violent society. Nobody don't care about us. Nobody don't care about nobody. How long now, what's his name? Shagalo sing that song. Nobody don't love nobody. How long? So we come into the break. I tell all the porn, all the scuba gear, because we was going to dive deep, right? I'll tell all you, I didn't tell all you. But we ain't even dive nowhere. So when we come back, we'll take some calls. We'll continue the program, and we also have to touch on football, because we have football today. Right? Blessings to Trinidad and Tobago.
You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the street 919 FM.
Are you searching for answers to life's questions? Those things that disturb and concern you the most? Why all the wickedness? Why the suffering in the world? Will it end? Who is responsible? Well, if so, join us right here on The Street 91.9 FM every Sunday from 5 to 6 p.m. with Brother Samuel Gooding and Roland White, where we open the Bible and find answers to all these things and more. For it is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God.
Don't miss June savings at Furniture Plus. Get up to 50% off shop appliances, furniture, electronics, mattresses, and more. Buy now, pay later with affordable higher purchase plans. Plus, earn Caribbean Airlines. Travel miles with your purchase. Visit any Furniture Plus stores or shop online.
Well. Soca Warriors, well. Yo, this is IWER, the big boss in the soca business. Here we're going on. Let's see, this Friday, Trinidad and Tobago. I want to let them come to the National Stadium for a big World Cup qualifier match. Let me send kids some licks now, man. Let's come and support the team. Let me send kids back in this Friday at the National Stadium. All you be there.
He raised you right. Now sauce him proper. He taught you how to ride a bike. Now reward him with some drip. Buy any messy sandwich for $34.95 only on the KFC app and be automatically entered to win a 75-inch smart TV, barbecue grill, or soundbar for dad. More crunch, more love, more mess. Promotion ends June 11. Only at KFC. It's finger licking good. Lunch goals? Unlocked at Pizza Hut for just $55. Enjoy an all-you-can-eat buffet stacked with pizzas, pastas, breadsticks, cinnamon rolls, and even a surprise item every month. It's the ultimate lunch fix. Every Sunday to Thursday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. and until 4 on Sundays. Delicious, endless, unbeatable.
TNT, get ready, get hungry, and get to the hut because it's lunchtime! From pizzas to pastas, breadsticks to cinnamon rolls, Pizza Hut's all-you-can-eat lunch buffet is all yours for only $55. Sundays to Thursdays, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. and extended to 4 p.m. on Sundays. Check socials for info on selected locations nationwide and take your hunger to the hut. Pizza Hut. Now that's delivering.
Planning your Tobago getaway? Choose the highest Google-rated car rental company on the island, O'Neill Auto Rentals Tobago. Located just minutes from the A&R Robinson International Airport, at O'Neill, we pride ourselves on being the most tech-savvy car rental company in Tobago. Our process is 100% digital. No paperwork, no long lines. From easy pickup to seamless returns, renting a car in Tobago has never been simpler. WhatsApp us now at 1-868-361-1042 to book your vehicle. Don't forget to mention promo code RADIO2 to receive a 5% discount on your rental. Send a WhatsApp message to 1-868-361-1042 today. That's 1-868-361-1042. O'Neill Auto Rentals Tobago, the easiest, most reliable car rental experience on the island.
Vehicle availability is subject to change. Driver must be at least 25 years old and have a valid driver's license to book. For more information, visit www.rentalcartobago.com.
Looking for a safe and relaxed professional massage therapist and nutritionist? Look no further. Nature's Touch with Empress Judy and Associates offers a natural approach to better health. Treat yourself to a professional massage therapy and nutrition advice in a safe and relaxed atmosphere. Rejuvenate your body, mind, and soul at Nature's Touch Therapy. For an appointment, please call or WhatsApp 1-868-398-8282 or visit our Facebook page. Remember, your health is our responsibility at Nature's Touch.
Blessings in the wonderful name of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. You are invited to listen to the Final Hour broadcast heard every Monday from 12 midnight to 5 a.m. in the morning on The Street 919 FM radio. Hear my mom, Pastor Helen Garcia, and myself, Pastor Valentine Garcia Jr., preach the Word of God to the elderly, youth, and children. We can be contacted at 629-0113 or 623-8444. The church is located at 26 Prince Street in Port of Spain. We look forward to you joining us. God bless you.
As my life I lay it on the altar, as my life.
The Gap Man Limited specializes in products that cater to all your health needs. The Male Enhancement Package targets the areas of the body that contribute to erectile dysfunction. The Male Enhancement costs $1,400. The Gap pills are priced at 250 pills for $500 and 500 pills for just $900. For the best in eye care, get the super combination of a Super Bright and the Body Healer. To improve the heart's function and circulation, get the Gap pills and Formula C. To get a total body cleanse daily, use the Gap Body Healer and Big C, all for a super low price of $1,300. To order your products from the Gap Man Limited, call 628-4531 for products that cater to all your health needs.
For more info, contact 476-7268.
The presence of oxygen is absolutely the absence of disease. Most chronic diseases that plague us are not happening to us, but is happening within us. We're literally eating ourselves to death, which means we're not living longer, we're dying longer. Join fitness expert Aloy Johnson, the founder of the healthiest corner on earth, located at number 92 East Drive, Champlain, every Wednesday from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. live on The Street 919 FM, where he shows you that healing the body's temple is easier than anyone would have led you to believe.
Hi there, I'm Lester Sublal, inviting you to join me on the first, second, and third Saturday, 8:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. for the program Slow Gospel Music, and on the 4th and 5th Saturday from 8:30 p.m. for an extended version of Slow Gospel Music on Street 91.9 FM.
Whoever said messy was a bad thing totally missed the point. Take that hit song everyone loves now. It probably started like this. Baby, calm down. That's why KFC is celebrating the messy moments with our Messy Cruncher and Messy Zinger sandwiches for only $34.95. Imagine a crunchy, golden brown, flavorful chicken sandwich sauced to perfection with our signature sweet, spicy, tangy sauces. Oh boy. So crunch into the deliciously messy moments today. Check socials for details. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
And we are back, right? Blessings to Trinidad and Tobago. I just searching through because I'm supposed to have an interview with someone regarding football today. All you know, we have a big World Cup qualifier today, right? Yeah, we have a big game. And of course we are asking people to come out. Right? We're asking people to come out and support. We're asking people to be that 12th man. Well, Junior Lee say he's the 12th man, right? But, so we got to be the 13th man. You know, big up Junior Lee, and I like the work that is being done to try to promote, you know, football, sport, etc. to the younger generation as well. Big up the president at TTFA, right, as we affectionately call him, Bo, Mr. Edwards, right, big up to the whole team as well. Respect and big up to Dwight York, right. It is a challenge. It's not going to be one time a fix and we become tremendously better, but we're working at it, right? We're working hard at it. So blessings to, all right, my live went dead. So blessings to the entire team today. Levi Garcia is here with us as well, right? Levi has been able to recover. You know, he scored a couple goals with his new club, and he back in Trinidad with us, right? Welcome, Levi, and welcome to all the other players who are home with us. My boy Market, right? Representing La Hoqueta. Alright, big up all my La Hoqueta people as well. La Hoqueta Talparo. Let me behave myself and make sure and mention everybody, right? Trinidad and Tobago in general. Come out and give that support to the players. Karen Hodge represent for Joven and Alvin. Alright, Molino as well. Already fine time. Right, men still doing it on a proper level as well, and all the other players, right? Their communities, their families, their homes. I'm sure would be coming out to show that support, right? Red, white, and black. We have that love, and it is an absolute opportunity through sport for us as a people to come together. Right, is a real opportunity for us to come together, to spend time with each other, to interact, you know, and really bring that fusion. We are love. Yes, we have our challenges. But we are love. We are love. So get your tickets, please, everyone. I'm surprised the ad didn't run. I don't know if the ad ran with these specific ticket outlets as well. Bear with me on the Facebook Live, right? Because I just taken some information off my phone. Yeah, so we have quite a few ticket outlets. Cannes Poultry's Lullaby Group, Capelli Sport, ADM, or those are, them are sponsors as well. Those are sponsors, right? But Cannes also has tickets, I believe. I'll go through that list in a little bit. Reboot Sports Drink, Jenny's on the Boulevard, Miscellaneous Marketing. Of course, we have the ticket outlets, Cannes Poultry, Gulfview and Monroe Road, Marval as well. We have Cache, Port of Spain, West Mall, East Gates, Trin City, Lowlands Mall, Tobago, Gulf City Mall. Me know it has so much Cache, right? Fan Zone, Price Plaza, Shogunans, and Movie Town. Fitz Street Market, Woodbrook Cafe, Shogunas, Bobby's Back Europe, Fan Club, Trin City, Jade Monkey, Tobago, Fats, Arima, Ramsing Sports Center, Couva, Cooking Vibes, Woodbrook, Anchor Cafe, Woodbrook, Ogiwa, as a new place at A&R Robinson Airport. Well, I say it new, it might be new, it's just new to me. Sports Fanatic, Scarborough, Tobago, Jenny's on the Boulevard, that's Cipriani Boulevard, and of course TTFA head office at Oboland Stadium, Couva. Right, those are the ticket outlets. Tickets are $200 covered, $150 uncovered. All right, it's tight, but if we could scrape and come and enjoy ourselves, right? Let us come out. Let us come out and enjoy the football as we put a licking on St. Kitts and Nevis. I have my friends from St. Kitts and Nevis. Well, one of my friends on the live as well. If you're calling, I'm going to hang up on you, Lesroy, because I want to hear that talk, right? And we are all proud of our Caribbean countries, obviously. We are one Caribbean as well. Wherever we go, we gravitate towards each other because of our similarities. So many similarities between us. But tonight, from 7:30, the game starts. Try to get there early because we anticipate that it's going to be a huge crowd, right? No, my brother not playing right now. I don't know if he officially retired, but you know he has some age as well. But come out, right? We have so many other tremendous players. We have a young group of players coming up. Rashford, Cardenas. I don't know if he made the trip to Trinidad. I hope so. And others who represent for our red, black, and white. So this evening, St. Kitts and Nevis is in an friend thing, right? Where we deal with them proper. Right? Let us, on this journey towards the next World Cup, let us give our team as much support as possible. We love our football. Right? We talk about little hate and violence and whatever. Right? We're talking love now. Trinidad and Tobago loves its football. And if we love something, well, we had to show that love. Love is not just talk, right? So we sacrifice and we come out and give that support for the team. All right. We could head back to the main topics this morning. Go ahead, caller. Morning.
Yeah, good morning, my brother. I hear you saying we should come out and support the red, white, and black. And
yeah, man.
It's it's so good to do that, but which free to go in the stadium or the free to go in?
Yeah, the pay boy pressure, 200 for covered, 150 for uncovered.
That's not love, man. Oh God, I hate.
I hate.
It put to be open for Trinidad and Tobago to go in and support people don't have money back.
Yeah,
who have money to go.
It's tough.
And show love.
It's tough.
We will listen to it on the radio and show love. We will watch it on the TV and show love. People like me who don't have money, we're going to stay on the radio and the TV and show love.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
We will need
all us love same way, no. Nobody asks.
Right.
We don't ask more than you could give. Whatever you could give, you give. And charity, a smile is charity too. So love, man, love. I know you're going to tune into the game wherever you are. Or, once you're at the time. Some people going to show the love this evening by working as well. They have to do what they have to do. But they still, they still love the team, but they just wouldn't be able to.
I have all confidence in the coach.
Right.
All confidence in Dwight York and his assistant.
Right.
I think that he's doing a very, very good job. Very good job there. Good there.
Who's the assistant coach?
Latter P.
Latters? All right.
And others here.
Only
two main men.
I just wanted you to inform the public too now.
Oh, you gotta know.
Yeah, man.
And I must say the last time I feel nice for the Soca Warriors was the years ago, was in 2006 when we reached the World Cup.
Right.
And I think that so far, Dwight York take over. I'm seeing a more international football we playing. I think that you could go up against any side and play good football now because Dwight York bring up international experience as a former footballer playing with big clubs, big clubs. So he brings some of that style to the club, to the Trinidad team, and I'm seeing an improvement, and that is why I am leaning back.
Yeah.
Because I did give up on Soca Warriors at that time.
Yeah.
I did give up. But now I'm...
I want to say too much, Kingsley, so you have to come on before I beat you bad now.
I'm a Chelsea fan, I love Chelsea. Yeah.
Now you're a Chelsea fan recently. Chelsea with money or back in the day?
No, I support Chelsea over 10 years now.
10 years?
I'm not a long time fan, but...
You're 20 years old or 10 years you supporting Chelsea?
Yeah. Not much years.
We're going to take that, but we don't read that.
Yeah.
Go ahead now.
No, I'm an honest person. I don't talk the truth. But I want to thank the Prime Minister last night for standing up for this country, for defending our borders, and telling Nicholas Maduro, stay on your borderline.
Right.
Anybody we see coming to our borders will be in danger. She also advised our citizens, stay away from Venezuelan water. If you get catch, you will be on your own.
If you're on drug smuggling, if you're doing fishing and something on some map, no problem. You have this support, but is the people who that's what she said.
I am saying what the opposition leaders, I mean the Prime Minister saying.
Yeah.
Let them stay wherever there's no fishing. No fishing in the waters. We do not want that.
Oh, that's not what she said. She said that
we not talk into Venezuela. We don't know part of Venezuela. You didn't understand.
Yeah, no, I don't want you to make no mistake, Kingsley. I tell you Alex this morning.
Cameron never recognized Nicolas Maduro.
Relax, you're going too far. I'm not even talking about that. I'm just talking about, she said that what she cautioned against is Trinbagonians who involved in the drug trade who crossing over to Venezuela. If you are held, don't play a crying, you was a fisherman and feel that you will have the support and the help of the government. That's what she said as well. It's not a fisherman who crossed the boundary.
Our fisherman go because right now it's a thin line.
No, if a fisherman cross the thing by mistake, that's not what we're talking about. that person will have the support of the state.
The water, Venezuelan borders, they could be kidnapped, hold for ransom, for we government to come to the table, and that is what he's trying to do. Because we government is saying that there is no evidence on them side. Rangers say that the satellites say that nobody, they didn't pick up nothing.
Oh, a satellite? Two satellite? We satellite?
Yes, he said working yesterday. It's conference.
Nice. I'm glad to hear we satellite working.
Yes, he said, and we have a link with other country. I didn't know that.
Right.
We have a link with other country, but right now we are dealing with the Americans to confirm what the allegation they are making against Trinidad. We do not create terrorists in this country. If you live as a person and you go down in the Middle East and turn a Muslim and turn a terrorist, Trinidad have no link with that.
Kingsley, you're making some really big mistakes with what you're saying.
No, but
you know, I agree with you when you're talking sense, but you gotta be more careful with your speech.
No, because I can't look at my brother, because you look at it as religion. You look at it as the West is the baddest thing, and the way people land and they kill people 100 years ago.
100 years ago? You talk about 100 years ago? Up to today, people are being killed, murdered, little children and women and innocent people. What are you talking about how much years ago?
My brother, unless I'm not a fan to Nicolas Maduro, I am against his government, I'm against his policies. So nothing he could do or nothing you could do to try to comfort me with Nicolas Maduro. I think that country is a dictator. I think that country lost in the way a little bit from Chavez. After Chavez, that country gone flat. Chavez is still did have a little hand of goodness. But this man, as I'm telling you, Fort Barker, understand the politics. Kamala Prasad Bissessa did not recognize Nicolas Maduro two times. I understand the war, the political war going to play out here now. She recognized the opposition leader two times of winning the election. The last election they were going this a month ago, weeks ago. She did not recognize Nicolas Maduro, but he called and recognized Kamala Prasad Bissessa as the Prime Minister. And the Prime Minister never answered him up to this day because she don't want no part of Nicolas Maduro government. We nothing. When the media asks Research to only engage in the members of the government of Venezuela, he said no. He said the only thing we do is contact the embassy over there and get information, but we're not talking directly to the government of Venezuela. But my brother, I know you love.
All the
I
time.
know you
all
a balanced scale.
Yeah.
But sometimes I say, lick off the head politically and let me start it all over again. And today, I stand with sending back every Venezuelan criminal in this country. I stand with me because we do not need Venezuela for trade. We do not need nothing from Venezuela. Our country could stand on their own with all Venezuela. So my stand this morning, I support every single thing what the Prime Minister said last night and the Minister of Defense. And I would like you to go back and listen to every single to understand what is the Prime Minister stand on this, because they are saying that it's lie. Nicolas Maduro and the Minister of Defense.
Right, that's also not what they said as well. We have to be very careful when we quoting our leaders as well, right? And I just had to fact check you on certain things because I don't want to give the wrong impression to the population as well. We are national radio.
It's there.
Yeah. All right, blessings, my brother.
Yeah. Yes, my brother.
Yeah. You know, in terms of international relations as well, it is essential for us to dot our I's and cross our T's, right? And, you know, for the public as well, sometimes we will say something which we think we have grasped from what our leaders say. But it's not actually what our leaders say. So, you know, there's this theory of when you pass on a statement from one person to the next, I tell somebody and then they tell somebody, by the time it reaches 5 people down, it is dramatically different. 1, because of the way that we express things. 2, because the way we also understand things as well. All right, so I did listen to the press conference, in particular to what Ms. Bisessa said as well about this little situation. She clearly articulated that she does not have evidence of that. That is different from it's not true and it did not happen. She does not have evidence, right? So we just, and that's the diplomatic language that we use, because you just have to be cautious, because as a layman, as anybody who just talking, you could just talk. We don't need who and we don't need who and send back who and whoever. But as a responsible individual within the society, as I have a certain level of responsibility speaking to the general population, you have to be precise and you have to also be clear and honest with what is being said. All right? Let us err on the side of the Prime Minister, right, in being extremely cautious in the way we discuss and we deal with the topic. We're part of a global world where things affect us as well. We have tremendous ties with the United States of America, right? But that does not stop us from being honest about what is taking place in the world. And we also have tremendous relations with Venezuela, because there's Venezuela, right? Not now. We have had mass migration even previous to the last migration that took place when extremely difficult sanctions were placed on that country and they had difficulty with food, whatever. Let us educate ourselves, right? If we want the privilege of speech, then we also had to take the responsibility of thought, right? We had to be a little more cautious. Morning, my brother. Welcome.
Blessed morning.
Blessed morning to you, bro.
What a rainy day, man.
Yeah, we get some rain, we get some water, thank God.
Yeah, thank God, man. What's a good morning to the opposite, the Prime Minister, the Honorable Calvin Sessa, and the government.
Let's stop making that mistake, eh? You and Kingsley almost make that mistake with opposition talk. Or they'll get some lips,
yeah, yeah. But, Okubar.
Yeah, go ahead.
I see a conscious black man with a monocellular and a big red coat and a red and a white outfit, and telling the people 40-something years the PNM don't like black people. You know, come and tell me that?
Mm-hmm.
Who he was?
I don't know.
Like he come out now to talk. First they feel a little bit, then you know, because last week I say you cut them back on rental.
I don't know what exactly going on with him.
What's something really wrong with them black people?
But we know that long time.
You don't know if PLM suffering black people?
Well, I know that long time.
And first they shut in election.
You know how long I know...
Well, I love toilets, but...
You know how long I know PNM is pressure Negro more? I know that long time. Right? And we were hopeful at different points for different things, and we had a little period of Mr. Manning that was better than, you know, certainly better than Rowley. Alright? But it has been challenging, but we look forward to this opportunity, right? And we want to grasp this opportunity for change. We want to grasp this opportunity, as I've stated numerous times, for equality. It have very, very few leaders. For a matter of fact, probably none, maybe Pandey talk it a little bit, who would have spoken about equality and challenging the status quo. You know, lifting the poor, cutting down on the rich. Right? So I don't know if it's rental, because I don't think he has no set of rentals. He must have 1 building renting the government. That is small thing. You know, I don't think even on the radar from Miss Bissessa. Miss Bissessa looking at the big boys, the Mr. Biggs. All remember Mr. Manning talk about Mr. Biggs? All if you Mr. Big was living. All if you Mr. Big living in John or some kind of thing? All if you lie where Mr. Big living? Nah, Miss Bissessa dealing with Mr. Biggs. Biggs. Right? And working towards bringing equality, working towards sharing Forex responsibly and fairly, looking towards saving money from those who have been eating it out and then utilizing that money for the poor and working class people. The problem is not that they don't know where, the opposition don't know where the money gonna come from to pay workers, you know. The problem is they know where Miss Bissessa gonna take it from. She's going to take it from all those who was thieving and eating out the place. That is the real problem, you know. Or they don't lose sight, you know. Yes, Venezuela situation and yes, whatever accusations were made by the president of Venezuela and trying to verify them and whatever. Small thing. Venezuela not on Trinidad. That we neighbor. And Trinidad not on Venezuela in that way. And we not on a war thing with nobody. There's a zone of peace. There's a zone of diplomacy. Right? I had to give all of the history, you know. Venezuela has been the one to do Petro-Caribe for how long? All the Caribbean islands who were willing, they give subsidized fuel to all of them. Because they have so much oil and gas, you know. Look, we know all they small and all there might be another pressure and all they do produce. Trinidad didn't need it because we produce. Right? Look, that's how they've been living. And sometimes they trade it for bananas or wherever, you know. That's how they've been living with the Caribbean. We never had no territorial dispute in no big way with Venezuela. And Venezuela big long time. They may now get big. You know, and so many people from Venezuela have been incorporated into our national life. I'm not talking about now. Grandparents of Trinbagonians are Venezuelan from the mainland, and it have so many Trinidadians who live in Venezuela as well, before they don't know that. Go ahead, caller, morning.
Morning, Fawood. Salaam alaikum, brother.
Wa alaikum salam. Peace be unto you, brother.
Yeah, and the Petro-Caribe, when the late President Hugo Chavez was distributing the wealth, he was giving the Caribbean, Jamaica, with the Petro-Caribe.
St. Lucia, St. Vincent, Grenada, Dominica, yeah. All members of ALBA, they have an alliance that they work together with. Listen, there's a program right now in Venezuela where they have given lands to Caribbean countries to plant and take the produce for free.
Yes.
So let me stop all that kind of just. Boy, Trinidadians is Venezuelans and Venezuelans is Trinidadians. Mean accent all, you know. See, dress. That whole peninsula where you find bordering is people going back and forth on boat and on thing. Not now. Long time.
Baka they don't want the well to come out with to divide and rule is their only plan.
Oh God. Oh God.
Divide and rule. They will never what you see why when Abraham showed they don't want the welcome to the people.
Yeah.
This colonial power don't want to see the African brother rise. This is the problem. The Apache say these men and them speak with fork tongue.
Yeah. Maduro is a bus driver, you know. Maduro was a bus driver turned president, you know. You feel the fake elite that Kamala has talked about in Trinidad. You feel the fake elite in Venezuela want to see a bus driver running them?
Turn president.
Them do what that? You know it's blancos? The aristocracy in Venezuela. Them have the features of Europeans. Them don't like to mix with the indigenous people of Venezuela, right? They feel they're better than. And all the indigenous Venezuelans, they support Maduro. All the black Venezuelans immediately they just target you because they say you with Maduro because you're black.
Maduro.
All they want to all the dream, you know.
The original Amerindia Baka is a bright fella because when you tell me, when I hear you yesterday, it's talking about you listening RT. How much people know RT?
Russian TV. Russian TV. It have telesur.
Russian TV, they ban that because you know why? They don't want me to get educated from knowing the Marxist Leninists that there is two things in the world, you know, it's capitalist and communist, you know. From long time, you know, but I don't know how people know that now, boy.
Me even going with that is love and hate. Is respect and advantage. That the ones I just use, right? Because they dirty certain waters. It have love and hate. It have respect and advantage. I on respect. If the Chinese man respect me, I respect the Chinese man. If the white man respect me, I respect the white man. If whoever respect me, I respect them. That is all.
But the white man does not respect me, brother.
Oh well, oh God.
Look what they do, Julius Lema.
Oh God.
The Apache say the white man used to speak with fork tongue. Just about 15 days ago. Look what you do, Cyril Ramaphosa.
Yeah. Disrespect the man and the man.
With them crosses, with them white crosses, right?
Yeah.
And he blaming Julius Malema for that boy. He lied on the African brother in the White House the other day. They will not stop lying to us. They're not CV as people. They CV as commodities now, boy. To get the work done, to start the engine in the morning, to deliver the goods, to sweep out the company.
Slaves. Slaves. There are men who still consider me a slave. In Trinidad now where I stand up as a proud African Trinbagonian human being, there are men who still consider me a slave. And saying, what are slave doing talking on the radio, boy? What are slave talking about, boy? They mightn't say it in my face.
Don't like you, because you try to educate me. When you talk about the Venezuelan and them, right? You remember when the Vikings and the Norman and Saxon excursion into the Caribbean, they murder out all the Amerindian and them, you know?
Yeah.
And when they was breeding, the breeding setter where it was talking the fair skin one of them now, boy.
Yeah.
I just say the dark skin Amerindian and them who supporting Maduro. None of these Venezuelans are over here supporting Maduro, you know, when I having conversation, you know. Like a Chavez, them have it down as a monster, you know.
Yeah.
That's how they brainwash we brothers and them, you know. They're teaching them the wrong education, you know.
Yeah. You're running for what?
Right? It's only Haiti free themselves, you know.
Yeah.
The rest of plantation, they free us, you know, and give we install, you know. Men like Batista, where Fidel Castro wants to overthrow. Men like Gary, we kill Morris Bishops.
Yeah.
They installing like what they're doing. Julia Abraham Torre, they want to install.
Yeah.
When they free us, they must install. When we free ourselves, it's like Haiti. We will come like Haiti.
They blaze we, they destroy we, they sanction we, they do all kind of thing.
Look, Abraham Torre make it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Baka, we have to make that stand. We skin have to get burned. Unless we skin get burned and bodies in the street, we're not free.
Yeah.
We're not free, Baka. This imperialists and them want to see the children them working minimum wage. And why they designing AI and thing to come to take the work? What will go on in 5 years to come when this AI and them increasing on the production and human being decreasing? If we have it hard now, what will be in the next 5 years?
Yeah.
Baka.
Yeah, I understand it, you know. Yeah. It is a mentality. It is a mentality. I just tell you, is a ideology, and the ideology is spread beyond just color. So yes, predominant in many of them is that color.
Yes,
but them just take advantage of white people too. You know how these people is?
But we have to come together and stand up because it cannot go on back. We cannot see we children born into the slavery for this minimum wage. When they get 10 and 12 passes, they still had to go and flip chicken and sweep out the office and turn the engine, deliver the water, deliver the soft drink, deliver the Carib.
Yeah, what we have to do? Or run to the promised land, or run to the America, we're supposedly better. And now they get so dread. They destroy your place. Then you run into them to work they hard, and now they're closing the door. They're telling you we don't want you here.
Look how he lied. Look how he lied. Look how he said that the fella singing the song kill the bull, kill the white man, and turn it over in a different. That's a revolution song.
Yeah.
Look who Trump have inside of him. Golf players, white man talking about Africa for economy of Africa. That cannot be wrong. When I see that. When I see that, my brother scroll, boy. These white men and them, boy. Hey, boy, Baka, boy, these white men and them is the enemy of the African people, boy. Is the enemy of God, boy. We have to call it out. We cannot stifle the tongue, boy. The white man is the enemy of the state, boy. Bless, boy.
All right, blessings,
Yeah.
Yeah, again, it is philosophy. There are some people who skin dark, who encapsulate the same philosophy. Right? I ain't asking all we just went through a prime minister who his mentality is the same. And now we have a different person who not inclined to that. Just be patient at the end of the day, right? We are part of a global world where we have to understand our abilities, our strengths, our weaknesses, and take our time to build. But when you speak about Mia Motley, right, who has been resilient in the face of international powers as well, to speak the truth, we could speak about Kamla Prasad Bisasa as well. Don't worry, just take all your time. Take all your time. We're rebuilding what was destroyed. We're rebuilding what was destroyed. And you have to pick your battles. We're not looking for no fight. So just be careful. Again, don't speak on behalf of our Prime Minister. Just quote what she say word for word. Because we're not looking for no fight with we neighbor. It's love. How we go fight with we self? Inside of ourselves is so many Venezuelans as well. What we run into? We run into materialism. We run into McDonald's, Coca-Cola, brands, Gucci, Bucci, whatever. That's what we running for? Nah. Let we love ourselves. Let we build ourselves. Let we make our own food. What we want? Kellogg cereal? Why Kellogg? The cereal can't even do nothing. Cereal is like a snack. Faucet light. My child will run through a box of cereal. Plantain. Ground food. Right? Meats. Locally raised. It's a bush like that to eat. Trinidad needs some more animal to eat the amount of grass it have. Because see, Pep and whoever can cut the grass one time, fosses grass. That is food to feed yourself. Animals that eat from the land. And then the land is what make them and then you eat them. We are our land. Not GMO and poison food that we import and it stay in a freeze thing for 2,000 years and then you cook it and it tasteless. Come on, fruits and vegetables. Mango in season. Is Julie mango like that? Is starch mango like that? Suck some mango, teacher. They're trying to suck mango. Natural sugars. Every food that is rich in color is full of some vitamin. Pomerac. Once you eat a wide range of colors, you have a wide range of minerals inside of you. What you need to be strong, to be healthy. You know, I was talking with my mom this morning early, and we don't know how to live. We have to learn again how to live. It's sad, but like we don't know how to live. Morning, caller.
Pleasant morning to you. How are you today?
And pleasant morning to you. I'm good, alhamdulillah. God is good. All praises due to God.
Good. I'm very happy to hear that. I lie down here listening to you whole morning since yesterday.
Right.
And this slave talk, this white man against black man and dominate. There's black man who hate you himself because you tell me that you went Ghana and you see when they used to hold them slaves and when they used to put them and gather them up and all that sort of thing. And you want to tell me white man went in the bush and collect them? You know the white man went in the bush and collect them and bring them the white man might throw them across in the ship. But it's black people who hate their own selves, who put the same black man into slavery. And then they reach here now, they hate one another because they come now and say, well, look, yeah, man, they show you who is the slave owner. They show you who is the slave. But they never show you who is the slave driver. I went to school and I observed that, and you went to school too. And I sure you never see the portray any slave driver.
Yeah, I saw, we did a model plantation in QRC and we actually looked at some of the slave drivers as well. And some of them, very few, yes, were African people who are indoctrinated or whatever, but there were also the overseers who were white people. Because to get a black man to beat a black man sometimes was difficult. But they got white people also to be the drivers. And they would kill you and they'd scare you. So that's not true totally. It's not true totally.
You're trying to cover it.
I'm not trying to cover it. I'm just giving you the reality of the history. You have a certain idea that you have, but I'm correcting you because from my study, it's not totally correct what you're saying. That's all.
It's the same thing like William Monroe. William Monroe started a thing. So he had in his pocket and taking out money and supporting this and supporting that and trying this and trying that and trying to get African people together. You have the Portuguese Association, you have Chinese Association, you have Syrian Association, you have Indian Association. With the African Association, no, the champion one another, chase one another, run on one another, get out of here, we don't want that, no, we don't want that, so they're not. So how the black man go right when he try to get himself together?
Yeah, man, true. We need to get ourselves together and form associations and groups together. Yeah, that's very true. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And we always say that all skin folk is not kinfolk, right? We are taught that. We understand that not everybody who looks a certain way is akin to the same way, right? Some people have adopted the mentality of the slave master and now abuse, etc. Right? We see that people who went through Holocaust, supposedly, some of them say they went through it. I don't know how much of them actually went through it, but some of them did, and their ancestors. And they now come and they are doing to people what was done to them, you know? So that's absolutely terrible. And yes, like I said, there are African people or Afro-Trinbagonian or whatever who act in the very same way with hate and disdain for their fellow man. For sure. And we have a Indo-Trinbagonian Prime Minister who espouses, who gives off, who speaks about empowerment of people, regardless of race, creed, or color. And who I am sure understands what East Indians would have gone through indentureship. Who would have understood what Mr. Pandey and others did as labor leaders to free people from the plantation, because they were on a plantation as well. Right? We work, you know. We ain't sleeping, you know. But we trying to wake up our brothers and sisters. And there is mutual respect. We could work with any human being of any creed, class, culture, wherever. Once it is mutual respect. Once it's respect. Respect me, I respect you. That's all we're saying. That's all we're saying. It's quite simple, to be honest. Right? So that is the way that we must approach our dealings with others. I don't prejudice nobody. I'll be cautious. I'll be cautious because you look like somebody who do some things to me. I might be cautious, but I still give you the benefit of the doubt without extending myself too much to be hurt or damaged. I feel you out, I listen carefully, and I make decisions. That's what we need to do. We need to be wise. We just need to be wise. So let us continue on this path, right, towards equality in Trinidad and Tobago. Right, let we continue on this path of speaking and changing this fake elite and helping us all to understand that we are one people and that we must love each other. That's the mantra, you know. That is what we're teaching through actions, not just words, through actions. That is what is essential to build a society. We gotta be fighting against each other. Go ahead, caller. You got next bite of the cherry.
That exactly Baka was Abraham Torres saying. It had to be with mutual agreement. It cannot be with boss calling me and telling me what to do.
Yeah, it's no boss thing. It's love, respect.
And if you listen, and if you're listening what he's saying, it's just what you're saying. But they're not respecting that. They want to assassinate him 19 times.
Yeah.
So when you're calling for that back and they want to kill you behind one thing and they're talking with fork tongue, right? What you must do, Baka?
Defend yourself, what you mean?
Baka, if they succeed, who succeed at killing him?
Yeah.
And this slavery, what the brother talking about, right? What African and them was involved in, that was going on for years, for thousands of years. It wasn't this kind of slavery.
No, it's not chattel slavery. And that little misinformation, remember, they miseducate us, so we blame ourselves. No black person, no Afro-Trinbagonian, do not ever blame yourself for slavery against yourself.
Baka, when you watch a movie, right, Kunta Kinte, right? When Kunta Kinte was riding to his girlfriend, right? When he do his circumcision and do his nation to the Islamic, because you know he was a Muslim, right?
Yeah, yeah.
When he ride to the farm, he was telling his girlfriend because his mother gave away and his father gave away with him because he was going to Timbuktu to the university.
Yeah.
They was having a conversation with that. Right, that took 500-600 years ago, you know, this youth man was going to university, you know. Yeah. When he ride and he was talking to his girlfriend, if you're watching the movie, he was now telling his girlfriend, well, I looking to marry you, I ain't looking to go to university because I see emotion and things. He was already going to university when England and these places didn't have university yet. When they captured him as slave, right? Baka, you know, when the prophet, right, they send the men and them to Abyssinia, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the correction them, they send the men and them to get back their slave, what they consider a slave to the Abyssinian king. Remember, there was a Christian king, right?
Yeah, yeah.
When they had the discussion, he was the Christian king saying, we have agreement. You will send back our slave, and we will send back your slave. We have agreement. So slavery exists, but not in this way.
Yeah, not in that way.
A slave could have get taken from one village and go to the other village and be a king in that village, you know, and marry anyway, you know, because of his service, you know. He could have free himself, you know. Not this chattel slavery. So when brothers say that African take African and sell to the white man, therefore I bring them in slavery and blame the African for that. No, they didn't know was this kind of chattel slavery back.
Yeah.
And even itself was that, right? Even itself was that. We have the knowledge to say because check what Mansa Musa did. Mansa Musa sailed around the world and they don't like this kind of thing. What Mansa Musa was a Muslim.
Yeah.
When the Viking come around the world after when Mansa Musa sailed around the world with flotilla and thing, right? They don't teach it in the same school. We have to teach each other in school, you know.
Yeah.
This guy come around the Caribbean and end hunger too, you know. He come around all the Caribbean, you know.
Everywhere where he pass, he leave wealth. First he was wealthy. And,
right.
and the world benefits from Africa. They put Africa as smaller than the continent is.
African brother, what? Or what the colonial power come and do thing when they come around?
Yeah.
They kill out all where he passed and teach the people and them. If you understand real history, right? All where Mansa Musa passed and teach the people and them. He wouldn't teach them Hinduism because he was not Hindu, right?
Yeah.
So when he teach them Islam, when the Viking and the Normans and Saxons come around, what they did?
Kill them, abuse them, take the things. Right? We're going to close there. Thank you very much. We'll continue next week, God willing.
All right, brother.
Yeah, blessings.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the conversation has to bring from free from slavery because we have to free ourselves back.
For sure.
That conversation cannot die. Yes.
For sure.
Yes.
Yeah. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. Have no fear for atomic energy, 'cause none of them can stop the times. How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Some say it's just a part of it. We've got to fulfill the book. Won't you help me sing? These sounds of freedom is all I ever ask. Redemption song. All we ever ask is for freedom. We had freedom before, and people came to us with a brutality that we did not understand. That was never part of our culture. We offered them gifts. We offered them food out of our food. And they cut our hands off and our heads off and forced us to work for them. They took some of us on the ships and carried us back to where they come from. They took an entire millions and millions of people, killed millions and millions of others, plundered, terrorized, enslaved for their profit. Let's understand the world that we live in. All right, blessings to everybody. See you all at football later, God willing. We respect and we support the red, white, and black. All right, blessings. Take care.
You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the street 919 FM.
You want to find something great to do with your Tuesday nights? You want to learn and understand the true reason for Jesus? Then join us every Tuesday night from 8 to 9 p.m. for the program, This Same Jesus, the program that puts Jesus in his rightful place in our hearts and in our homes. Let's bring church home to you. Join us every